This is my diversity reflection presentation by Ethan Lyke. In the TED Talk, The Danger of a Single Story, Chimamanda Adichie uses the metaphor of a story to convey the harm that can occur when we hold only one view of multidimensional people, places, or cultures. Most of us know deep down that there are many layers and complexities to people and their backgrounds and cultures, but it is easier to just accept what we see and hear over and over again from the perspectives of someone else, like a parent, teacher, or the media. Adichie herself even admits to falling prey to the single story, using examples of her trip to Mexico and narrow perspective of the Mexican immigrant. Adichie also makes the point that stereotypes, although they limit the scope of understanding, are not necessarily untrue but incomplete. They do not tell the whole story. Not knowing the whole story leads to misjudgments and misinformation. It limits our understanding and reduces our ability to empathize. She also encourages us to dig deeper, open our minds, and listen to many stories about people and places to gain a better understanding of how, even though we have many differences, we can celebrate the many things we have in common as well. Following this course of action will lessen our fears and misunderstandings of other people and places and cultures and enrich our lives with the fullness of humanity. As I watched this video, it reminded me of the saying, "Don't judge a book by its cover." That phrase came to the mind the other day as I was thinking about my friendship with James. He went to my middle school and was a grade ahead of me, and all I really knew about him was what others repeated: James is a menace. Kids, teachers, coaches, they all saw him that way. I did too, because that's all I ever heard. I would see him around over the years and kind of keep him to my distance because of the single story I believed about him. Fast forward to today, about 8 years later, we are very good friends. When I ran into him years ago at the gym, it opened my eyes to a different version of him, the one who loves cooking, hunting, and fishing, as well as weightlifting, the one who is a really good person and would do anything for anybody. And just because of the misunderstanding during his youth, he got an incomplete story written about him. When I saw this video, I realized that is exactly what I had done to James. I didn't take the time to learn more about his story. I just believed the picture on the cover. When we open the book and read the chapters, we begin to reject prejudice and see stereotypes for what they are. So many more opportunities are presented to us. We enrich our lives and respect the dignity of others. We build better relationships and understand more about our world. The concept of embracing diversity in organizations is very important in leadership. We all want our voice to be heard. We all want our leaders to listen to us with an open mind and accept that our experiences and differences can make a better team, an organization better. Basing our perceptions about someone on one thing like their culture, their skin color, or a social status, or where they come from, should not be the default position. Northhouse, in his book Introduction to Leadership, tells us that leaders, in order to make their followers feel respected and valued, must put themselves in their followers' shoes to understand how it feels to be left out by others in the group. By doing that, by recognizing that they are more than their single story, followers gain trust in their leader and they care about them and their contribution to the team. A leader must look beyond that single story, treat others fairly without prejudice, and work to make that the standard. When leaders make sure to appreciate everyone's full story and recognize their support and their unique perspectives, the effectiveness and productivity of the team will increase and the organization will be better for it. These are the references I used, and thank you for listening.